Hello friends, this is Shanti. I'm just trying to share a short video on what I cook. Meal prepping on my days off. This is Kabuli chana, chickpeas. For those of you who don't know, this is chickpea or garbanzo beans. For us, we call it chickpea. It's very easy to make. If you follow the real recipe, you're going to get very overwhelmed. But I'm just showing you how I make my simple dishes. You can use this can of chickpeas if you don't know how to make from the scratch. The can of chickpeas, I think two persons can eat with rice. And for this dish, you can use medium-sized onions. I use this, and the spices I used are dhania jeera, there's cumin and cilantro seed powder, and you can use turmeric powder. You don't have to use turmeric powder in this dish because the garbanzo bean has already yellow natural food color, but I just use just a little tad for the color. And you can put some black pepper in it. What I use in this dish is, you can use curry powder or garam masala. For me I use dhania jeera, and you can use the rest. And cilantro seeds, you just have to use it for the garnishing. And I use these onions is to saute them, and then you put the tomatoes later on. Anyway, I'm just showing you how I cook. First you saute the chopped onions, okay, till golden brown, and put these spices, this dhania jeera or garam masala. 1 teaspoon is enough, and we put salt and pepper to taste, and just stir it good. This is already cooked, but I wanted to show you. After the onions are golden brown, you put in the spices and stir well good till it's golden brown, and then you put the chopped tomatoes. You can use 2 medium-sized Roma tomatoes, or any tomatoes, any kind, or you can use a can of tomato sauce, but fresh tomatoes taste better. And so you stir well with the spices. And if you want to put, if you want to make it hot and spicy, you have to use the hot pepper powder. I use ghost pepper. Anyway, those of you who have tasted my food I have shared with you wherever I work, you know my kind. But I'm just showing you, this is the fresh garbanzo beans, chickpeas. I bought a packet from an Indian store. But for those of you who don't know how to cook this chickpea, you can use this chickpea, can of chickpeas. Okay, this can of chickpeas is already cooked, so all you have to do is saute the onion. Remember, you can use medium-sized onion, chop it, and then you can just saute it till it's golden brown, and put this a teaspoon of garam masala, curry powder, or this dhania jeera. Or put salt, pepper according to your taste. It doesn't, you just saute it well done. Okay, I don't go by the real recipes. I just cook approximately whatever. So this dish can be cooked in 10-15 minutes. I mean, if you're using this canned chickpeas, it can be done in 15 minutes. So after you saute the onion good and stir well, you put this canned chickpeas. You have to drain out the water. Okay, remember, saute the onions first till golden brown, and put a teaspoon of the spices, dhania jeera or the garam masala or curry powder. Stir well, put salt, pepper. You can add bay leaf for aroma. If you don't have, that's okay, but if you have, you can put it. It tastes good, the smell. And you stir well, and then put in the chickpeas, okay, the can of chickpea, after draining out the water. And then, oh no, before the chickpea you put in, you have to saute the onions with the tomatoes well and good, and then put the chickpeas in, and then stir well. Maybe put on a low heat, and then stir well good. So in 10 minutes it will be done, and then you garnish these green spring onions or cilantro. I prefer cilantro. So that's easy to make. It's a 15 minutes. If I don't even measure the time, but I'm just showing you. This is for my traveling CNA family who are traveling here and then, and have seen my food pictures and wants to know what I cook. It's easy to make. Okay, and This is my food I cook on my off days to eat for 3-4 days. So it's good. You can eat with rice or tortilla or toasted bread or anything, or by itself if you like it. For me, I put the hot pepper. Hot pepper is ghost pepper. Okay, I brought this from my hometown from Manipur. It's very hot. You can't even touch with your hand. Yeah, I have to wear gloves to touch this ghost pepper. We call it bhut jolikia or umorok. So that's my food. And if you all are interested, let me know what all I can share with you. All the easy to cook dishes, okay? Not the fancy ones. I don't use any processed foods in these meals. It's all simple, yummy and healthy. I don't use even cheese or butter to put. I just put a little cooking oil, okay? Just to saute the onions and the tomatoes to make it a good sauce, and then put in this, and voila, you get a good food. And this is me, Santi, just saying hello from Auburn, Maine. I have like 2 or 3 weeks left to stay in this beautiful state, but I make this food so I can sustain myself. I don't have to eat outside. I eat my own cooked food, and you can well live within your means. Maine is a very expensive state. I guarantee those of you who are expecting to live life to the fullest, do it. But for me, I'm a frugal person. I like to live within my means and enjoy life. I'm already old. My son is already 20. He doesn't need me. He says he's a big boy. So I love traveling, and I like to meet people wherever I go. I like to strike up conversation. I may not be that kind of, party type of person, but I love to meet people, and I always observe people, and you get the good vibes from people you meet around. That's my experience. So I love you all, sending you all good vibes from Maine. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's all the food.